Hello, everybody. Happy Friday, everyone. I have a message and a topic today. Um, as I gain more younger subscribers and more diverse base of people who watching me, there are more topics coming on, and one of that was video games. What do Ukrainian women think about men playing video games? Is playing video games a turn off and a deal breaker? And so, what can I tell you? Ukrainian women appreciate masculinity. They appreciate the real action, the real effort, real the real deal, the real package. The issue with the video games in the eyes of a woman that makes you look infantile, and it makes you look as you wasting your time and you being irresponsible with your time. As any addiction, because there are very few people who play moderate video games. But even if you play video games moderately, for Ukrainian women it could be a sign that you had not grown up. So as I'm gaining more subscribers under 30 and in early 30s, I want to tell you something. In Ukraine, people growing up faster, meaning they are considered, people in their early 30s, late 20s can already have a 10-year-old child. As people used to, get married earlier, and still some do, right? So if you're trying to pretend being a boy when you are in your late 20s, early 30s, I'm not even saying about 40s or 50s, it is a major turnoff. If you have to have some time when you need to goof off with your boys, with your homeboys, how you call it here in US, you need to do something like that, do it when she's not witnessing that. Because Ukrainian women had already, suffered through with men who did not also give them any attention, who would not prioritize them, who would ignore them. And so a lot of them had the traumatic, believe it or not, but there is PTSD for men playing video games, is that when men getting tired, for those ladies who already been married, and when some men getting tired of taking care of things and being responsible, sometimes playing video games is a way of escaping. So, and when you escape, you don't face reality, you don't spend time on fixing what matters, you don't put effort to make things better, so you don't need to escape them. So, if you must play video games, you better make sure that, everything is incredible. Your bank account looks like you can make it for years, ahead. Everybody has their needs met and so on. Otherwise, you probably would not be able to do that. It's sort of showing the childishness, irresponsibility, and in a way weakness, instead of playing a real game. Like, for example, let me learn about foreign currency exchange. Let me learn how I can make an online business for the man, for example. Let me learn how can I create an e-commerce store. So we can play a real video game with some real coins coming in. So that is different. If you are doing something that you have passion for and it contributes to the family, that is different. That is different. But a lot of times, some men make crucial mistake as, having a romantic evening with a lady, and then, you have romantic night, maybe you even making love, and then when you're done, you're like, oh, why don't I just please myself and just disconnect? Because you satisfied your desire, and now you feel like playing a video game. It's a horrible thing to do, because you just show that you incapable of living the reality of being loyal to your woman. And if she, spend evening with you, spend the night with you, instead of cuddling and talking and, being intimate, you just so addicted to clicking and looking, just watching gossips or whatever it is, that you would not go for something that's truly fulfillment. That's truly fulfilling, but you would go for something that is a quick fix and gives you the fake testosterone. It's a stimulant for testosterone to go up, because you play in a video game, you get excited because you're winning somebody over somebody, you're killing somebody. So I do understand the addiction, because testosterone levels are going up and you're excited. But how about creating the passion, not addiction, but the passion where your testosterone levels are getting high, but you actually being productive and incredible, and this woman looking at you and thinking, this guy is different, he knows what he's doing. Once again, you can you definitely should have to have something that makes you feel excited about life, when you can get away, when you can do great things, but you gotta use some fantasy. I mean, some of your imagination. Fantasy is a bit different. So thank you so much, guys, for joining and participating. Hello everybody, good to see you. I had an internet outage last night. I had a topic that's still coming, and it was a little bit frustrating, but it made me appreciate the internet and how you take it for granted. We had a lot of rain here, so I don't know, maybe that somehow, not sure what that was. Tyler is saying, great topic for the current times. I totally agree. I have seen plenty of guys my age, 30s, neglect their wives and kids over these games, playing 4 or 5 hours each night. Oh my gosh. Ooh, my son is 10 years old, and I try to fill up his life with a lot of real things. And he used to get mad at me sometimes, and even telling me that, travels are not that special. But then when he thought about it, and he said, Mom, I do realize when I am 80 years old, if I'm lucky, I don't want to think which games I played. I want to think what things I've done, what people I've met, what experience I shared. So I feel that a video game is a terrible, it's like, it's as addicting as cocaine or, drugs. And if you have that issue, I am not here to put you down, but I'm here to put your attention at it and do something about it. Because like Tyler just mentioned, it's so painful to see somebody being close to you in a territory, near to you physically, and yet being completely absent, being completely taken away, being completely gone. So it's maybe would be better if you would not be there present physically, because it's a lot more painful when the person is close to you, next to you in another room, but they are gone. And same goes to some other addictions. And another thing is talking about real sports. If you need that sense of adventure, if you want to keep your identity, if you want to keep your testosterone, your game on, so to speak, you can play real sports. You can go out and play sports, play in the mud, have some mud races, or whatever you guys do. All the things that we don't want to do, So you can, if that makes you real happy and you go out and you do those things and they're not threatening your life, they're not threatening your life, so you don't put at risk your family, then that's different. You should make literally time and plan it in your schedule. Put it and say your wife a week ahead, 2 weeks ahead, or your fiance, and tell you, hey, on this day I'm gonna be out playing sports. Please plan something for yourself. And a good woman would be happy to see you happy when you come back home. She would be happy to see you satisfied and excited, and you bring the fresh new vibe. And she can do, if she's a smart lady, she has plenty to do. As women, we can do arts and crafts, we can get together with the girls, we can dance. I mean, we have so many things we can do. I honestly do not understand women that say they're bored. I don't understand how anybody could be bored. There is so much to do, to create, to learn, to watch, to discover, to write, to dance, to explore. So you do want to be with somebody who will let you fulfill your joyful state, doing real things. I can guarantee you that if you have good understanding with somebody, she'll be happy for you to do those things. And I can guarantee you will get understanding on that. But I can also guarantee you that seeing you playing video games, basically acting like a child, she will really doubt your manhood. She will really doubt that you can be a good provider. She will doubt that you can be achieving things in the real world. This is different when you are passionate about something and you achieving something on behalf, and for your family. That is a lot different. Oh my gosh, I'm seeing the most beautiful bird. I think it's a hummingbird. Oh my goodness. It's just so pretty. Yeah, here you go. When you love life, you find a lot of beautiful things in just every day. Oh my gosh, it's yellow. It is so adorable. We have apple and apple tree, and the blooms are pink and pretty. So yes, you got to talk about those things. Sorry guys, it was just fascinating. You want to make sure that your values align, and I can tell you, for 99% of Ukrainian women, playing video games on weekends and ignored, and just seeing you doing that, when you just sitting there clicking, when you can be enjoying time doing something real, it will just really reduce her respect and her sexual desire and everything. I do understand that everybody needs some space. Everybody needs to do their hobbies. But, if you are over the age of 16, you want to go for some real man hobbies. And that is actually very attractive. Even though, we don't want to do them, or maybe that's why we don't want to do them. Those hobbies that are manly and masculine, they're actually very, very attractive, because when you come back home, you have that energy going through you. You are in that state of mind where, you exude the masculinity at its best, and it's very, very attractive. You can't fake it. You can't fake your state of mind. You can't fake your passion. So when you do something that's amazing, even if she doesn't understand that passion, but she would have that, admiration. It's the same if you have a woman that is a great dancer, or, she's amazing at something, and even though you wouldn't do it, but you enjoy and appreciate her, because when she does it, she becoming extremely vibrant, shiny, and fulfilled, and you would never take that away from her, because you would never put her before the choice, either her hobby or you, because it brings you incredible joy, and you will receive that joy through her, and that goes other way around. So that's all I got to say, guys. I know that in America, in the United States, things are a little bit different. Maybe some women are okay with that, maybe not, but I would say that for Ukrainian women, once again, if you pass the age of 16, I'm saying basically when you're done being a child, it would be, especially as addiction, that would be a sad thing. In general, still society in Eastern Europe is still pretty much old-fashioned, and we appreciate things that take you some effort. You know, we prefer real meal versus, you know, fast food. We prefer, you know, to meet in person versus texting. We prefer, you know, to put real clothes, you know, versus, you know, the gym or baby clothes. Like somebody said, I love that somebody commented and said, dress like a man, not like a child. So if you look at that, it's real disappointing. It's real disappointing seeing a man not to step in his power. And, you know, the opposite is true. When you see the man that his hobbies are great, his hobbies are cool, maybe some of them you can participate, like, I don't know, hiking, biking, traveling, doing something. And then it's totally fine when you have some hobbies of your own that nobody else is sharing. But when it's a real hobby that gives you real joy, once again, you're gonna be happy person, happy camper, and everybody gonna feel it. So just telling you, I'm not gonna tell you that, oh, you know, there are exceptions and this and that. I'm just cutting it real. If you're playing video games, take a couple years to grow up. Maybe you you know, if you're not working on how to get your life on the next level, how to get your future on the next level, you're not going to be that attractive, because that masculine power and leadership, that is what truly exciting and attractive for a woman. Let me see who's in the group. I'm in the chat. I'm gonna say hi to everybody, and I'm gonna go. So hi everybody. Most women would look at it this way, but especially women who have to deal with surviving in a poor country. That is true. You know, women who have to deal with real issues and figure out how the world works, and they support their parents, and you sitting there in your drawers and, you know, playing video games, that's the most unattractive thing you can ever see. Somebody's calling me. Okay, let's see. Gosh, I hope this thing doesn't fall. Alright guys, I have to go. Thank you for all the comments. I will read them later on. Thank you so much.